Let's bring in Carlos Pena, and then I want you to react to that, because I know Carlos studies the modern game and loves to get in on the science of hitting. Carlos, great to have you back on the show. You look great, man. Good to have you back.
Well, thanks for having me. I feel really very underdressed. You guys are looking very elegant right now.
You are. You're way too relaxed. You've been getting plenty of sun. He's got a fishing hat on.
Yeah.
That's bad form.
I know you're going in the water, man, and I'm jealous.
It's like fishing.
You know
like
it.
The second this interview is done, he's in the water. All right,
Gone.
Carlos, where are you on that? How much of that is an actual? Because Dan Shaughnessy, by the way, was not very sympathetic to JD's plight. Where are you on this, Carlos, as far as how much does that interrupt the modern hitter's game planning?
Well, it is real. I mean, guys, it is real when you have a routine in place. I mean, I remember when the new rule of you couldn't step out of the box was in place, a lot of those hitters struggled because they couldn't do their routine. I mean, this is silly, but we are creatures of habit, and hitters are most definitely so. And JD Martinez is one of those guys that we understand throughout his career, you know, especially when he started really coming to his own. The difference was he became a student of the game, and that's how he got himself and made himself the player that he is today. So it is real. Now, is it acceptable? That's a better question. Is it acceptable? No. That's look, and I love JD. I play with him and everything. I know how much work he puts in, but the excuse is not acceptable. You have to adjust. So that's where I stand there. I know he's struggling. I know why he's struggling, but he's going to have to make yet another adjustment.
Right, because now you can study the pitcher. How much, Cliff, because I don't know, did you play any of your career where you could see video from that game that you were already playing in?
Yeah.
Oh, you were? So it happened okay.
Well, and you know what? This is the thing I say, because Carlos is right. You are a student of the game. You have to make the adjustment on the fly. If you've heard me talk on our network, that's what I say all the time. Adjustments on the fly is what you have to do. But this is something where you're taking the eyes out of it and making it a feel. And this is coming from JD. His eyes have been telling him for so long that this is what I need to do to adjust. Now you take that away. You have no in-game adjustments, because now it's all about feel and what this guy's did to me and so on and so forth.
But you get to look at everything he's thrown his entire career to that point until today.
His tendencies change.
You need to see today?
Yeah, BK, because when you talk about tendencies and these guys knowing that you don't have that luxury, they can change what they've done. And Carlos, whatever the heck is going on,
wait a second.
Shut it up, man.
Are you on your
I'm
phone
trying to make a point, and I hear some.
They're excited.
I don't even know what you were saying. I'm sorry.
You know, no, Carlos, what I'm saying is, you know, so many guys, and you look around the league, there's guys struggling. Yelich is struggling. Bregman is struggling. Guys are struggling, and you go, yeah, Astros did this to themselves, and the Red Sox did it to themselves. I get it. But it is part of the game, being able to, I relied on it heavily, especially as a designated hitter. This is what we do. I don't have anything else to do in that time passing to get back into that box other than watch video and make a correction.
But it was done for 100 years. Yeah, Carlos, how important is seeing it?
They've added everything else.
How important is it seeing that day's event, which usually is one at bat that you've had against the guy, right? Because your first at bat, I presume you've been watching everything up to that point. So you have one at bat on your starting pitcher. That's about all you're getting now.
BK, look, I made the suggestion. I even wrote an essay on this as far as what my suggestions were, you know, when the cheating scandals and the stealing sign scandal was going on. And now with these new protocols, this is what I said. Look, we need to go dark. Forget it. I mean, this has been done for many years, 100 plus years. This game, you go up and you play it. You see the ball and you hit it. So why not go back to the way we used to do it? However, having said that, there's a lot of players that depend on this type of preparation. So what I'm saying is this: it is real. The struggle is real. However, it's our responsibility to make the adjustment. And that's why the excuse is just simply not acceptable. You know, you just have to keep on grinding. I know it's different, but you have to find a way to get it done.
All right, thanks, Carlos. But he's not, and it's not dark. I mean, you can be sitting there with your iPad looking at older stuff. You just can't look at your previous AB, right? Am I wrong on that, right?
Changed though. So the last start. That's my point about while it happens when I'm talking, though, you're doing it on purpose, bro. I'm telling you, it's only been when I'm talking, man.
This is a first in the history of MLB Network. We got some Seagulls participating. This is amazing.
They do not like your points,
they don't like
and I agree with those Seagulls.
Tell me I'm going to keep it quiet in a minute. I'm going to go dark in a second. You keep.
But I like from the competition standpoint, I have to say, I kind of like saying, no electronics once the game starts. I get it out. I kind of like that.
We've added a lot of things to the game.
I do as well.
Well, I'm just saying, Los, we've added a lot of things to the game that's helped the game, or, analytically and all these things. I'm saying if you go dark, we're not saying go all the way. I understand not going all the way but dark. What I am saying is video is something that has been simple. Now, when you have cheaters that go over, go beyond the line, then obviously it messes with everything and the integrity of the game. I'm saying you have to have something that allow these dudes to sort of stay in the moment and make the adjustment.
Give me that. How do you do that and then not have guys looking back and trying to look at signs at the same time? How are you going to do that? Tell me.
Well, my point is you're getting a bat, right, of that particular, that one instance. It's been around for a long time, BK. We had VHS. You're watching it. My point is, it's been around for
not of the game, during the game.
During the game.
You have recorded it from the
We've recorded it, go back in, push it in, push play, and watch it.
All right, that's impressive.
That's what we had.
Spoiled.
I was in the game in the 90s, man. Like, this is what was part of the game. The cheating part is excessive. That's my point. Well, so now you're on blast. I don't think you go down that road again, but you have to have something allow these dudes to have it's part of their regimen. That's something that you can make adjustments. And I get it. We've made numerous adjustments, but this is different.
I have to say, I kind of like pace of play the game to the best of your ability, and do all your prep pregame. I kind of like that because the grinding it out, right? Because also, Carlos, like if we're all working in our own self-interest, I will extend my at-bat till the cows come home. I will grind it out, and I will look at things all I can. But that's not for the betterment of the game. It's for the betterment of me if I'm the hitter, right? So what's the best solution?
I said, BK, I told you, I wrote the essay about how do we eliminate the cheating and how do we go back to the purest essence of the game? Hey, let's go dark as soon as the words "play ball" are just pretty much let's play ball. Let's play ball.
I love you, Los, but I disagree.
All right, I have a tendency to like it now because you don't need this epic mental grind.
It's not epic.
All through the game. Oh, it is. Games are 3+ hours long, even with no fans.
Cliff, don't make me call the Seagulls over here, Cliff. Listen to me.
Why the game's 3.5 hours long?
Well, there's a lot of standing around, walking back out, processing, thinking of your AB. We should go dark. I'm with you.
Pitcher's not throwing strikes.
Carlos, that's such a good point. We're going to let you go fishing. Go ahead.
Hey, man.
See you, Carlos. Thank you.
Hey, authenticity. MLB Network. We're authentic here. Seagulls for the first time. There you go.
No seagulls were harmed in the filming of this event.